So this is what the web-based looks like, a little bit more elegant. But this is our web-based, and this is the new regimen and the output screen, if you will. Let me talk you through a few things. So this is to take you to the initial screen. We have opioid equivalency table, much like I showed you in the previous slide. So that's a function that you can click on. We have a table that has different opioid formulations, so morphine and every formulation it comes in, and sustained release liquid. That's a challenging table to keep up with. As you can imagine, it changes. We provide references, abbreviations that we use throughout the program. For example, PME, again, is parenteral morphine equivalents. So in this particular example, the patient was receiving 10 milligrams of oral hydromorphone per day, converted to morphine, but then the clinician wants to switch the patient to oxycodone. Now, one of the advantages that we think our applications have, because there are others out there, is we provide references, we provide the actual math and calculations so they can be reviewed, and very importantly, we provide warnings. There are warnings on every single output regimen. Any regimen that you choose as the new regimen, there's at least one, if not two, warnings. And again, it's just to provide information to the clinician. So this one talks about if you're going to use sustained release formulations, then you need to think about breakthrough medications. And the patient should have a reasonable dose of breakthrough medication. All of them talk about incomplete cross-tolerance, and for the clinician to keep that in mind, and how are you going to use it in this particular patient. Methadone, methadone at certain dose ranges, it will not do the calculation for you. You can find it later on, but first you get a lot of exclamations and caution, because we want you to read the whole verbiage we have in there about how challenging methadone conversions can be, and to really think about what you're inputting and what it means in your patient. So right now, this is what the web-based version looks like. So this is our next application, which is in the App Store now. And this is what our iPhone or Apple application will look like. This is, for those of you that don't know, this is the Weinberg building where the Cancer Center is housed. And this is some of the screenshots I can take you through. As you can see, this is where we input the current regimen. Again, you can still add up to 3 different opiates the patient may currently be on. And then you can select which new opioid you want. I'll explain this slide rule here in a second. The warnings do not show up automatically like they do in the web-based, but you push this button and the warnings come up. Your calculations are there. We're also able to have a user's manual right in this application. And then the equivalency table, the formulary, some other additional information are the buttons or in the taskbar below. So this is where you select the drug, and then you input the current dose, and then it'll ask you, is it oral, parenteral, once you as you're selecting your drug. And then this is the final screen, or the output screen, where here you can see the current regimen was 15 of parenteral morphine, and you can see once you've added one opiate, it'll ask you if you want to add another. This particular regimen is going to be converted to oxycodone, so that's approximately 20 milligrams per day. And again, if you click on any of these buttons, then you see either warnings, the calculations, or get to the manual. The slide bar here is for that incomplete cross-tolerance. So we default it because on average, people usually decrease by 30%, so that's why it's defaulted to 70%. But you may not want to take any reduction in the dose, so you can slide bar that and it'll change your equivalency. So that is our current, I'll leave it on that screen, that is our current application. It went through one round in the App Store. It had a little snafu with OS 5, so we're working on that. We started this a while ago, and so we we didn't prepare for all the new changes in OS 5, so we have to work out those bugs and then get it back out.